Hinga-dinga-durgan. So, the first video of the year, and it's gonna be a pretty shitty one, because this is one of those figures that you can't get good lighting with, because it's just way too dark, creates too many shadows. But we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. So, yeah. Nightmare. So, 2018, I made the SoulCalibur 2 Nightmare out of clay. All the components clay. Didn't work out too fine. It was clunky. It was just overall bad. And I realized that you can't varnish the clay when you painted it and stuff like that. So kind of happy I scrapped that, because once I saw the SoulCalibur 6 design for him, I was like, I gotta make it. But yeah, I didn't want to trash it back then because I was almost done with it. So yeah, and I'm glad that I held off, making it. I was trying to with the oven baked clay. Didn't turn out too well with the helmet and all, but after I moved on to gray stuff, it just went by just like that. Sculpted it very quickly. The helmet turned out really good. Really happy with it. Sculpted directly on a Lego headpiece, mostly because of the size. It kind of be like a bobblehead if it was a helmet piece. So yeah, which isn't too bad. I mean, you gotta count with that when you're making Legos. But I decided to just go with a head because it was easier. Didn't know gray stuff all that well, but now I've gotten pretty used to it. So from now on, if there's a helmet, I'm probably gonna try to make a Lego helmet. Everything sculpted in gray stuff. This was the flat varnish I was talking about. It was the Citadel satin varnish. Satin, I don't know what the hell it's pronounced. Anyway, I got that one back in 2015, I believe. I'm not too sure. Used it like a couple of times on my, say, Vash figure right here. Turned out a little bit weird. Like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised how awkward the varnish was. I was only using Karn varnishes, really high gloss ones. I wasn't used to the matte finish. And I guess because the can had been open, I left it for like 3 years, until 2018, and that's when I started using it again. And then it was just completely flat. It's not semi-gloss or anything, or half matte or anything, it's just completely flat. And I just love that. Recently ran out of it. I had a hard time at the end of 2018 finding a good new varnish. So I finally found something that works, all-purpose gloss. It says matte and satin. I bought 2 cans. But no, it wasn't matte or flat or anything. But it protects really well, That's the high gloss, as you can see right here. Nightmare, it's high gloss. It's semi-gloss pretty much. I decided to give the armor a shiny look because it's pretty shiny in the game, so why the hell not? So I always use that as the first coat for protection on both Lego pieces and gray stuff pieces. Then I purchased the Citadel Monotorum varnish, I think. Monotorum, I think that's what it's called, I'm not too sure. Anyway, I used that. I've been seeing people complain about it, that it made frosting and stuff on miniatures, but I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. I just noticed that it doesn't protect if you just use that alone. So, but as a top coat, it gives this matte effect right there on the legs, as you can see. Gloss for protection, and then just dull it with the Citadel one. Just worked wonders. So really happy with it overall. Finally can start making customs again in rapid speed. Sculpted some armor on the back right there, as you can see. Nothing too special because the cape is in the way anyway. Painted it and cut it myself. So the shoulder pads are a separate piece, the torso separate piece, and then the head piece. Then the arm and the hand. And obviously that's sculpted on a Lego arm, and that is sculpted on a Lego hand. And just turned out way better than the clay version. So really happy with this. Waist piece, just a piece of paper. You see, and there you got Nightmare's head. Nothing too special, you can see. Didn't try to overdo it. I never tried to do that, make it super realistic or something like that. Tried to keep it as Lego as possible. And then of course I made a Soul Edge and gray stuff. Now for some reason I had the SoulCalibur 5 design of Soul Edge in my head. Even though I looked at the pictures, I just forgot the piece that goes right here. So I might consider sculpting that, and Soul Edge eye isn't supposed to be yellow either. But this was the first time I sculpted a weapon in gray stuff. I've done it in green stuff, but I wasn't too sure how it was going to turn out with the gray stuff, so yeah. I'm pretty happy with it, but it's just Looks more like a cleaver than Soul Edge, but anyway, it's decent. And he isn't as clunky as the SoulCalibur 2 version I had. He's got a lot more posability going on. Legs move up, legs can move up and down. Okay. No problems there. So yeah, overall, really happy with it. But I'm done with SoulCalibur 6. You know, that game is just infuriating at this point because they're out to get Nightmare. You know, he's gonna get nerfed like crazy. The devs really hate him because all of the scrubs basically, you know, he's too strong, he kills me, I can't do anything. Woo! But he's really not that good, you know. He's slow, he's got shitty range, and his mix-ups. What mix-ups? Anyway, enough of that ranting. See you guys next time.